You Can Be Smart gives every appliance its own voice, when it's using, what it's costing, whether it's safe. No need for a separate smoke detector or a separate photocell or timer switch. You Can Be Smart solves all these problems with a single box.
No matter how old your device is, whether it's from the 90s or this device can actually turn it to a smart device. I am leaving.
Starting your leaving home automation.
I am home.
Starting your I'm home automation. Most homes in Ghana are all in compound houses. Let's say 1 out of 5 homes every single time we had to do census. Multiple families sharing one roof, 1 meter, 1 electricity bill. Every month, that shared bill becomes a shared argument. Who used the fridge overnight? Who left the fan running? Who owes what? Meanwhile, faulty wiring and power fluctuations are one of the leading causes of the fires that regularly tear down Ghanaian homes and market. So by the time anyone notices smoke, it's often too late to stop it. You Can Be Smart gives every appliance its own voice, what it's using, what it's costing, and whether it's safe. No need for a separate smoke detector or a separate photocell or timer. You Can Be Smart solves all these problems with a single box, 1 purchase, 1 install, and 1 dashboard.
So You Can Be Smart is a simple device where you can actually hook it to any electrical device or any electrical appliances and actually make it a smart device where you can actually control it using your phone, either connected to Google Home, Siri, or whatever. And so this is how it is. It actually has an input and an output. So the input has 2 divisions, which is the live and then the neutral. So we just need to connect the source of the power to the input, and then you just connect your load to your output. Just as simple as that. So you don't actually need to be a technical person before you can actually connect this. With a little guidance, you can actually do it yourself. Yes. And also when you connect it to any device, we actually have several sensors that you monitor whatever is going on in the device. Yeah, so we actually have voltage sensor, which actually checks the voltage of the system or the voltage passing through the system. Then we have a current sensor. So this current sensor also measures the currents the system is flowing. So after that, getting the voltage and the currents, we all know that using V is equal to IR, we can actually calculate for several stuff, and then using the equation P is equal to IV, we can calculate for the power, and then after that we can go to calculate for the energy consumed, and then lastly we can calculate for the cost. Yes, so with this device, when you connect it to a new device, you can actually calculate for the cost using the voltage and then the current. And also we have temperature and humidity sensor. So this temperature and humidity sensor is such that if you connect a device to your fan in your room, the temperature and then the humidity sensor will actually monitor or measure the temperature and the humidity in the room such that you can use that data to control your fan. So let's say your room is hot, you can set a threshold such that if the temperature gets to, let's say, 50 degrees, the fan should be on. It means the room is hot. So you can also set a threshold. So sometimes you wake up early in the morning or at dawn, and then if you're feeling very cold, and then you would have to wake up, go and switch off your fan and see that stress. So with this device can actually set a threshold that if the temperature drops to this point, the fan should be off. and then to be off automatically. And also you have smoke sensor. So with this device, you don't need to install it in your room and then you go for another smoke sensor or external smoke sensor. So it's just like 3-in-1. So you have your smoke sensor in it. So whenever there is smoke or something, the smoke sensor will actually detect that smoke and then send you a notification on your phone for you to take the necessary actions. And also you can actually set a timer. So you can, like I said earlier, you can connect it to Alexa or Google, and through that you can actually set a timer such that let's say you've connected to your outside light. So with this, you don't actually need a photo cell. So let's say you've connected to your outside lights, you can set a timer such that every 6 o'clock a.m. in the morning the lights should go off and then come on 6 o'clock p.m. So let's say you get this device, you actually deal with several stuff that you don't need to buy, such as the photo cell, smoke detector and stuff. And also you don't need to worry about your device not being a smart device, because no matter how old your device is, whether it's from the 90s, or this device can actually turn it to a smart device so you can monitor the stuff. So now I would like to talk a little bit about the user interface. So we actually have a dashboard, a mobile dashboard, and then a desktop dashboard. So you can actually log in on your PC and then you get to monitor whatever is going on: the voltage, current, temperature, humidity, power consumed, energy consumed, and then the costs. And then you also have a chart show you how let's say the prices rises. For instance, let's say you just bought a prepaid and then all of a sudden it got finished. You don't know what you did. You'd be like, I just bought it and got finished, right? You'd be assuming. But with it, our device, you just go to the chart and they show you that at this particular time the cost rise to this level, and then you can trace back and got to know that, oh, at this particular time I was actually using this and that was why the cost rise. So I actually did a demonstration where I actually plugged an iron, right? So we all know that when an iron starts to heat, it consumes a lot. So after it's done heating, then it becomes normal. So you could see that when the iron starts to heat, the cost rises, and then when it comes to normal, it's actually level. So with that, I got to understand what our teachers were telling us you should do bulk iron.
Okay, so someone might ask, where can we install the system? Right, so this system can be installed in our homes such that it can control and monitor appliances, sockets and lighting. It can be also installed on our ceilings to control fans and then ceiling lights. Also, we can install this device inside or beside our distribution board such that it can control and monitor individual electrical circuits or entire lines. So we can actually monitor the line coming from the pole, or which is the main line, or you can actually monitor the loads connected to the distribution board such that it can be monitored and then controlled. And also you get to know the amounts of power or energy consumed by any line, any of the lines, and then the cost or how much they actually consumed. Yes, and then it can also be installed in our office and commercial buildings to energy monitoring and then remote switching. So you've left your office to your house and then you get to realize you didn't switch off your lights, or you left something on. There's no need for you to take your car and then drive back to your workplace. You can just sit at your house and then turn everything off. And also it can be installed in schools and laboratories. We all know that for we students, we sometimes go to the classroom to study, and after leaving we forget to turn on the lights and everything. So in this case, an administrator or someone who have access to that particular classroom or something can actually turn it on at any time that he wants. And in the future, I would like to add a motion sensor or a presence sensor such that when no one is in the room, it will actually go off by itself automatically. So we can install it in our workshops and then small industries. So we all know that in some of our industries we deal with a large amount of energy and power, so we need to monitor it and know whatever is going on. So with this device, we can track power usage and then protect our electrical equipment from a lot of stuff such as overcurrents, low voltage and stuff. So with our system, we can also detect low voltage, overcurrents, and then power voltage. Any of them, overcurrents, everything can actually detect and then tell you whatever is going on in your circuit.
So although this is not that portable, but then this is our first release, our next model will be much more portable than this. So as you can see, you just have the input here. So you just connect the live and then the neutral, and then you just hook your load to it like that, and then you are good to go. You see whatever is going on your circuit, you can actually monitor whatever. And the best part is you don't have to be within a certain range before you can actually monitor or control your devices. Let's say you are in Ghana and you left to Canada or something, you can actually monitor whatever is going on in Ghana here in your house. Yes, using your dashboard, and you actually turn off your lights or whatever you want to turn off from US in Ghana. That's very cool. And the best part is we are actually using different mediums of communications. So let's say you are in your house and then all of a sudden your Wi-Fi is not working, or you're having a problem. You don't need to worry about it because you have another interface which allows you to connect it to a Bluetooth tool. You also have Bluetooth connectivity, so you connect to your Bluetooth where you can actually monitor your stuff. Just that one is limited. You can actually control it from any part of the world. You have to be within a certain range.
I am leaving.
Starting your leaving home automation.
I am home.
Starting your I'm home automation.
Turn off the light.
Off.
It's dark, I can't see.
On.
The room is too cold.
I can turn off your fan or lights if you like.